Hello, Marty Coleman here with Evolution Sales New England, who are sponsoring the data analysis for the IC37 fleet for the Safe Harbor Regatta. And this is the first race on Sunday. We sailed in a more typical area, kind of near that, not up where Third Rock is, but kind of down just a little bit more west of that. We typically kind of sail in there a lot more now. So I think, over the last several years, we've had a lot of regattas in here, and people know the area and the currents a little bit better. So we'll go through that a little bit as we go through this first race on Sunday, race number 7. So let's look at results here. And New Wave wins the first, gets first. And then what do we got? San Diego, Mo, Voodoo, Defiant, and then where's the Vigilant? There's the Vigilant. So, all right, so let's watch New Wave here as they get around the race course the best. And let's look at here. Missed it again. Get this squared up a little bit better. Okay. So what do we have here? We have at a minute. No, this is actually at the start here. So obviously we're ducking here on New Wave. Vigilance got a good start here, doing 6.9. Defiant at 3.7. Mo at 6.4. Another typical hit the speed very well at the start. Deja Vu fighting hard for the leeward side of the racetrack seems to be a little bit of a theme. And then San Diego here going fast. Bow down. All right, let's back up a minute. Here we go. Here's a minute. Measure distance. New Wave, and we're at 72 meters at a minute, which is almost a 1-to-1. So we're definitely way too early on our setup, which ended up getting us in trouble there a little bit. If we look at Mo is 94, 5-ish. Pretty good there. San Diego is still in pretty good shape at 107 with 60 seconds to go. But we're definitely a little bit, New Wave set up a little bit too close on this one. Defiant, nice little play in here. So let's go to 45. Here's 45. 2.2 on speed. That's the problem, right? We have to slow down so much, and it's hard to get going. Mo's at 3.74, which is still in control. Got flow across the keel, which is that's why you don't want to get too, that 2 to, once you get under a 2-to-1 on meters versus time, you have to slow down somehow, either go higher or you'll be reaching down the line at the end. So here's 30 seconds. 30 seconds. We're we're 25 meters away. Vigilant has the same problem. 20 meters away. Defiance is high. We'll pull down the bow probably at. And Mo, how close is Mo? Mo is 33, 35-ish. So everybody a little bit closer on this one. Let's go to 15 seconds. There's 20. Here's 15. And again, I mean, relatives, I don't know if the line is exactly right, but I just went based on where the bows were. So we do a huge duck here. Mo does a duck. Deja Vu seems to be time and distance quite well here. Here's 5 seconds. Defiant pulls their bow down, trying to get some speed. Looks like most of us maybe a little bit close line, but look, Deja Vu did a nice job, I think. Time and distance here at the gun. They're at full speed. 8-4. San Diego's going fast and low. Mo's able to hit again. You know, they look very consistent at hitting the gun with the bow up, going fast. Okay. I'm gonna play this out here a little bit and see what happens. Surprising, we actually probably went right here. Yeah. And we'll see what happens up the racetrack, right? Righty all the way up in. So if we stop here, everybody's looking. Again, this is all you want to be able to do. Go fast, go straight. San Diego. Yep, Mo tax, San Diego tax. I'd say it's a good spot for San Diego. Let's pause for a second. See what happens in here. Vigilant probably got tacked on, bad air. Deja Vu on the outside, trying to play. Whoa. It does the centering thing again. Okay, here we go. We just come with a huge righty here. Deja Vu overstood, even with the righty. So they went really, and they one-tacked it. One-tacked it. So that's the problem starting down at the pin is, can you get out? We saw Turkey Bone won, what was it? The Sale Newport Regatta by basically winning the pin and just crushing it, and able to get out. Sometimes you can't, so it's a high risk, and that's not how you win regattas. I don't think. You gotta plan to be in the top 5 and try to, so anyhow. So we managed to, with the righty, we get ourselves back into play here. San Diego, Mo did a nice job of not overstaying. Looks like they've had a clear air coming back in. Mo tack, San Diego goes clear in. Defiant, just managing to get across. Let me take this off because it keeps pulling me over. Mo's in a tight lane here, but let's see. It looks like they make it. Let's see if they get too slow here. Vigilant just went a little too far there. Maybe there was another boat they had to duck to get around, and Deja Vu went inside of there. Mo makes it around without being too painful. And away they go. Okay, let's focus back on the leader. Okay, so San Diego and Deja Vu immediately jibe out. Let's see how that works out for them. Seemed like it worked out well, right? Very well. Let's stop this. Stop. Let's back this up a little bit and look at it. Parameter, shut this off again. So Deja Vu rounds second in this group. And they jibe out almost. Vigilance behind him. That's it. 7-4, 6-4 up there, 6-7. So sailing faster on definitely the first half of this downwind leg. And faster on the bottom side, so maybe more pressure at the end of the day. We decide to go right gate. Clear air. What do we get? Maybe a little. See how San Diego does here, right? Quite well. Right side just a little stronger. Up that beat again. And Mo goes inside. Let's see how that works out for them. Not horrible. Not horrible. I'll watch the last run. So we have what? Deja Vu, Mo, and Defiant. Let's see. Let's see what pans out here. Again, Deja Vu jibed out early, did very strong. Let's pause it here, zoom back in. Ahead of Mo. Not quite as strong downwind as it was earlier. But San Diego does get in front of them. Okay, let's look at the steps. Here's the steps. You can review what 710, 707, 693, 704, 705, 707. So very, very close on speed. We sailed 2.6. Everybody else 2.8, 2.9s. So that was the righty. Downwind, Deja Vu at 6.86. San Diego at 7 and 6.5 Vigilant. 2.5, 2.6, 2.6, 2.6. So again, Deja Vu did a nice job of soaking in that pressure, shortening their distance. Okay, you can look at that.